I'd like to call to order the Utility Service Board for the City of Lawrence on this, the 23rd day of April 2024. We have 3 members present, so we do have a quorum. First order of business would be the approval of the minutes of our regular meeting of April 9, 2024. Those were sent out to their members for their review by email. I would entertain a motion that we approve the minutes.
Moved. I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. Any additions or corrections to the minutes? If not, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Those are approved. The claims were sent out to the members for their review by email. I would entertain a motion that we approve the payment of the claims.
Make a motion.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. That is approved. Report of our utility superintendent, Paul.
Good evening, everybody. Update on the lead service line inventory. We've submitted all the required documents for the forgivable ban up to $400,000 in funding to the Indiana Finance Authority and met the deadline for that. As a reminder, once we've closed on the ban, I will be bringing a notice of award to Connexco before the board for approval so they can begin the potholing for the service line material confirmation part of that. We've also about a week out from finishing up our biannual water main flushing of the entire water distribution system. And then the Brookside Park Phase 2A water main replacement project is still underway. In one of the upcoming meetings, I'm going to be bringing a change order before the board to increase the resident project representative, the inspections and administration portion of the contract for the board for approval. And other than that, it's business as usual.
Thank you, Paul. Any questions or comments for Paul?
Thank you for your service.
Thank you, Paul. Next order of business would be unfinished business. We do not have any on the agenda this evening. And unusual for us, we do not have any new business on our agenda this evening, nor do we have any account adjustments. There are no remonstration or ratepayer dispute regarding disconnect notices. So citizens' comments. Anyone here?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Well, we do have. We have someone here for citizens' comments. Please state your name, please.
Good evening. My name is Sharon Freeman. I live at 10628 Bartley Drive, and I am a Lawrence Council person in District 3. Question to the board. Do we have any idea when they are going to open up the water utility so that people can personally come in there and pay their bill for the public, other than the kiosk?
I'm not sure of that. Paul, do we have a schedule?
Currently collecting quotes for the upgrades necessary in the business office to get a cost estimate of what it's going to cost with the additional credit card readers, courier service, and just one other thing off the top of my head. We are looking at.
Do you have, excuse me, do you have any idea when it's going to be open? Because I have customers, residents calling me all the time, constantly, and they're mostly elderly people. And when they go over to, in the government center, they cannot pay their bill in person, so they have to sit down at the desk on the computer and use their bank card. So a person from the Department of Public Works has to come out and show them how to do the things on the computer, which takes them away from their work. So I was just wondering when that was going to be done.
Best, well, from what I've seen so far, I do not believe it will be this year because nothing was budgeted to reopen. So we're gathering prices for that to see if it's something we can do next year.
So the Lawrence Utility Public would not be open for the public to 2025. Okay, thank you.
due to the budget.
Hey,
Thank you,
Thank you.
Sharon. Sorry about that. Sorry. I didn't see you get up, sorry.
Thank you. Now,
Make a motion.
oh,
You got Rick?
Rick, I'm sorry.
Just me. You're the gentleman I think I spoke to about the water leak on Mahaffey Street? That was you. You're the one, that's right. I just wanted to make the board aware, I've done spoke to your representative here. On Mahaffey Street, where the old Leader Electric used to be, and I'm not sure what business is in there now, but it's on the corner of 48th and Mahaffey. Place has got a massive water leak, and the water's running across the street over into Irvin Molman's property. And it's done some damage, you know, by the freezing and thawing and freezing and thawing. It's done damage to his driveway and the entrance of his driveway. So you guys already know about it, but I thought, while I was here, I'd let the board be aware of it, that I spoke with the owner of the building, and he said he thought that the water leak was under the floor, and they shut some valves off inside the building, but Irv says it's running stronger as it ever did. So it would definitely make Irv a happy guy if we get that water leak stopped and quit running water across his property. So that's all I have. Thank you much.
Okay,
Thank you, Rick.
thank you.
Got an update on that. Contractor reached out today, scheduled shut out for that line to get fixed, so they're working on it. They've been given notice, that business has been given notice to get that fixed.
Any timeline yet, or?
They have the deadline of this week.
Did you hear that, Mr. Wells? They have a deadline by the end of this week or next week?
I believe it's the end of this week.
End of this week.
You know,
And the contractor has reached out to us, so.
I don't think it'd be the end of the world if water was just shut off for that would be they to use that building.
Thank you.
So question on the kiosk that they're requesting, what's the phase that it's in to get that rolling for the elderly people to be able to use Auto Public? It's the beginning.
Kiosk is actually the lobby at the operations center. There's some updates that need to be done in there, security-wise, cameras installed because of cash on hand.
Right, I'm saying, but what phase are we in on that, as far as that?
Just obtaining quotes right now.
And it take till 2025 to get that done?
Well, for the budget for this year,
Oh, okay.
it was not budgeted for any of these upgrades, so
Gotcha.
that would be money that wasn't planned for this year. So to budget for it at the end of this year for next year is why it's the 2020.
Thank you.
Is the council able to reallocate money for that?
Possibly, if there's money available for that. I'd have to get with the controller.
Well, Paul, you can keep us informed then as to when the information is available, and then,
Yes, sir.
okay.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
All right, anything further? Okay,
I make a motion, we adjourn.
okay.
I apologize for jumping
Second.
to that too quickly.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. We are adjourned.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
everyone, for coming.